As the conflict in Ukraine moves into its third year, the supply of main battle tanks, MBTs, from NATO allies is beginning to lag. Ukraine, which is hoping for heavy equipment donations, is in dire need of MBTs that are excellent in both quantity and quality. Kuwait is currently deploying a fleet of M-84AB MBTs to Ukraine. Although the M-84AB is just a T-72 MBT derivative, its name seems familiar. 149 M-84AB MBTs that were acquired from the former Yugoslavia have been partly or entirely transferred by Kuwait, a Middle Eastern ally of the United States and the West. A number of M-84ABs from Kuwait have been transported to the Croatian firm Djuro Djakovic. Before facing Russian MBTs, the Kuwaiti MBT fleet is expected to undergo repairs and maybe upgrades there. A trailer truck carrying at least 6 brown Kuwaiti M-84ABs was observed crossing Slovenia on its way to Croatia. The parties concerned have not, however, confirmed the reported transfer. Actually, the M-84 is a license-produced version of the T-72 MBT from the Soviet era, manufactured in Yugoslavia. Given that it now employs numerous T-72 variants, integrating the MBT into military duty should be quite simple for Ukraine. The tank's parts were given by the Republic of Yugoslavia, and Djuro Djakovic's factory in Slavonski Brod, Croatia, completed the final assembly. After 10 pre-production vehicles and a prototype T-72MJ vehicle were finished in 1983, mass production of the vehicle began in 1985. The first batch of 370 M-84 tanks had many fundamental features with the export T-72M, including a low-profile design, 2.18 meters high, a 3-man crew, and a V46A6 diesel engine producing 760 horsepower. The MBT has a potent 2A46 125mm gun that is backed by a revolving autoloader in the carousel design that holds 20 rounds in reserve and 22 extra in the crew compartment. A 12-shot smoke grenade launcher and a coaxial machine gun assist the turret. While the M-84's hull is constructed with composite materials to enhance protection, the turret is composed entirely of cast steel. The M-84, however, is not the same as the original T-72, since it has better sensors and a firing control system that was created domestically. The commander has an independent night vision system that may also be used with the main gun. The gunner's DNNS-2 sight has 8.5x night vision and 7x daytime magnification. A computer meant to take into consideration the movement of the tank and its target, as well as meteorological sensors that took wind speed and humidity into account, were among the cutting-edge technologies that the M-84's fire control computer was outfitted with at the time. A layer of spaced armor and textilite spacing armor are added, with quartz sand occupying the space between them to greatly improve protection. As a result, the front armor's effectiveness was raised from its initial 380 to 450 millimeters to approximately 700 millimeters of equivalent RHA, rolled homogeneous armor steel. With the addition of a 1,000 horsepower V46 TK diesel engine, the M-84A's top speed was raised from 37 to 45 miles per hour. Having pitted the M-84A against the US M1A1 Abrams in a desert test, the Kuwaiti Army became interested in the vehicle. Because of the damage to the Abrams fuel system, Yugoslavia was awarded a contract for 200 tanks, of which 15 were recovery and 15 were command tanks, at a cost of $158 million each. 200 minor modifications were made to the Kuwaiti-built M-84AB. A new radio, more searchlights, features tailored for the desert, and an extra power unit installed on the M-84ABK command tank. Unfortunately, when Iraq invaded and quickly overran Kuwait, there weren't many M-84A units there. Still, many of the surviving M-84s were sent to the exiled Kuwaiti army. The 35th Shaheed Martyr Brigade in Kuwait was outfitted by these men, and it is well known for having defended the Iraqi tanks in the Battle of the Bridge before retiring across the Saudi border. In 1991, while fighting alongside Saudi and American forces in the Persian Gulf War, soldiers of the 35th were trained to use the M-84 by American Special Forces and Yugoslavian trainers.